Making a lot of money doesn't require superhuman skills, but rather a toolkit of strategies you can apply to any situation. Even if your brain isn't exactly brilliant, using these time-tested strategies can accomplish remarkable feats. What are these mysteries that have everyone so curious? Using these strategies and models, Charlie Munger, a man of great wealth and renown, says he was able to avoid making basic financial mistakes that would have otherwise derailed him. As a result of putting them to use in the stock market, he has amassed a fortune of $2.4 billion and cemented his position as one of the most successful investors and influential minds in history. In this video, we will share 5 of Charlie's mental tricks, beginning with the effective strategy of flipping the problems around. It's an accidental discovery like the ones he made while forecasting the weather for the Air Corps. He found that there were only 2 ways for a pilot to meet their end, either by having their plane become ensnared in ice, or by having their fuel supply run dry before they could make it to a safe landing. For pilot safety to be maximized, he realized it was necessary to consider and mitigate both immediate and long-term threats. It's a lot like using inversion to solve real-world algebra problems. With it, the path to understanding becomes clear, but without it, it remains obscure. Some people want to know the simple formulas for success, while others want to know the simple formulas for failure when confronted with difficult obstacles. And among the latter is a man who has mastered inversion, a potent idea that has served him well in his roles as a meteorologist and an investor. When analyzing a project, he considers not only its potential and advantages, but also its weaknesses and potential failures. He uses a variety of strategies to identify potential threats and sidestep them. He understands that to achieve lasting success, it is necessary to not only aim high, but also prepare for the worst. Therefore, he wants to know how to avoid disappointment rather than success. This means thinking about the stock's potential failure and investing accordingly. Next is humility, which Charlie Munger describes as knowing what you don't know. He is self-aware enough to know when he has reached his limits and receptive enough to consider alternative viewpoints. Don't argue with the next person who says something negative about a stock. Instead, thank them for opening your eyes to a new point of view. There are 2 types of investors: those who are arrogant and self-centered, and those who are humble and self-aware. There are 2 men in this group, and one of them is renowned for his unwavering modesty and keen awareness of his own limitations. He and his business partner have been successful investors because they have narrowed their focus and become experts in a few areas. This is the circle of competence principle, and is an effective method for avoiding poor financial decisions. They recognize that it's more valuable to focus on a narrow area of expertise, rather than trying to master everything. Their success can be traced back to this guiding principle, and it's also what allows them to outperform so many other brilliant minds and prestigious organizations. They understand that someone with an IQ of 100, who believes it to be 125, is preferable to someone with an IQ of 180 who believes it to be 200, because the latter will make disastrous errors. They see that surgeons are rewarded for knowing increasingly specialized information, and that specialization is the safest route to advancement for most people. When it comes to knowledge, there are 2 types of people: specialists and generalists. One of the latter is a man who romps over a whole field of knowledge and reading in order to make a living. Munger does not advise this strategy because it is not the most secure, and the world rewards specialists. He does, however, agree that specialization is best, especially when it comes to investing. He uses Warren Buffett, who is an expert in insurance, Ray Dalio, an expert in macroeconomics, and Benjamin Graham, an expert in distressed businesses, as examples of successful investors who were experts in a narrow field. They were successful because they zeroed in on one area and really learned it inside and out. People in the media, such as those on CNBC, apply the principle of specialization by bringing in an expert who specializes in a given field when they want to delve deeper into a particular issue. The takeaway is crystal clear. Know your limits and dive headfirst into what you already know well. Number 3. Don't panic. Some people let themselves be swayed by the wild swings in the stock market, while others remain unwavering in the face of such uncertainty. A man with a simple but powerful philosophy: if you can't take a 50% drop in stock value twice or 3 times a century without losing your cool, you're not cut out to be a common shareholder and will only ever see mediocre results. He advises against investing in stocks unless you can handle a 50% portfolio drop. He teaches you to think long-term and not panic in a crisis. Fourth, He investigates simple businesses anyone can run. He likes working with intrinsic very good companies led by wonderful people. Wonderful business with a wonderful person running it is all he needs for success. Choose a good person or business is his motto. Some prefer to work with well-run companies, while others are more flexible. One of the second groups seeks strong companies that can withstand inept leadership. He believes a company isn't a company if it can't handle mismanagement. He invests in simple, competitive businesses. He believes a good leader is important, but a strong company is more important. Reading widely has been his fifth stock market tip. He reads a lot. Many of the books he reads and skims are gifts, recommendations, or New York Times book reviews. Reading has helped him succeed in investing because it helps him understand the world and make informed decisions. In investing, knowledge is power, and learning is ongoing. A wealthy financier believes books are the best way to learn about the world and make smart decisions. He's a voracious reader who picks his own books, and he can't believe how well some people are interpreting him. He considers reading a divine gift and the best self-improvement tool. Reading has helped him, but it may not make every bookworm a billionaire. Since reading more, he's learned independently. He credits his success to self-education and laments that most people stop learning after a bachelor's degree and work in the same field for the rest of their lives. However, those who spend most of their lives learning and developing are the most successful. Self-improvement is powerful. It doesn't matter how they learn. As Charlie Munger advises, improving skills and earning potential can greatly increase life success. Charlie is a master of investing and living, so take his advice. Even at 98, he reads for fun and education.